Most males today are not men. They are oversized children. They can shave, they can drive, and they can pay taxes. But inside, they are stuck in arrested development. Look around you. We have a generation of boys in adult bodies drifting through life without purpose, addicted to cheap pleasure, terrified of responsibility, and crumbling under the slightest pressure. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians, "When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me." But modern society tells you the opposite. It tells you to stay a child, to consume, to play, to remain weak. Today, we are going to destroy that lie. We are going to walk through the 3 stages of biblical manhood. And you need to ask yourself, which stage are you stuck in? The first stage is the child. This has nothing to do with age. I know 50-year-old men who are still here. The defining characteristic of the child is consumption. The child he eats, he plays, he demands attention. He views the world through one lens. What can this do for me? In the modern world, this manifests as the gamer, the porn addict, the man-child. He avoids pain at all costs. If a job gets hard, he quits. If a relationship requires sacrifice, he leaves. He is the prodigal son, wasting his inheritance on wild living, thinking freedom means doing whatever I want. But that is not freedom. That is slavery to your own impulses. If you cannot say nitrogen monoxide to your phone, your lust, or your laziness, you are not a free man. You are a slave in a nursery. To leave childhood, you must enter the wilderness. This is the stage of the warrior. The defining characteristic of the warrior is discipline. This is David before he was king, living in caves, fighting lions, and facing giants. This is the stage of suffering. You cannot skip this. Society wants you to skip the struggle. They sell you passive income and easy, but the warrior knows that strength is only forged in fire. In this stage, you learn to master yourself. You kill the boy so the man can be born. You embrace the cold. You embrace the work. You stop asking, "Is this fun?" and start asking, "Is this necessary?" Stoicism is the philosophy of the warrior. It is the art of standing still while the world burns. It is realized that you cannot control the outcome, only your actions. But being a warrior is not the end. A man who only knows how to fight eventually becomes a tyrant or a mercenary. There is a higher level. The final stage is the king. The defining characteristic of the king is production. The child consumes. The warrior conquers. The king creates. Look at Solomon. Look at Christ. The king does not live for himself. He lives for his kingdom. He lives for his family, his community, his God. A true king protects. He provides. He establishes order out of chaos. When you reach this stage, your discipline is no longer just about self-improvement. It is about service. You are strong so that others can be safe under your shadow. Most men die in the child stage. Some make it to the warrior, but get burned out. Very few become kings. The path from child to king is not free. It costs you your comfort. It costs you your old friends. It costs you your ego. But the alternative is to remain a boy until you are buried. If you are ready to leave the nursery and pick up the sword, start today. Structure your life. Track your habits. I have created a tool to help you map this journey, the 40-Day Discipline Journal. It is not for everyone. It is for the few who are ready to rule themselves. The link is below. Put away childish things. Become the king you were created to be.